Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Junk silver, also called constitutional silver, is a great investment. It's not actually junk, it's a piece of American history. They don't make it anymore. It's a great way to store fractional silver, and it has many other uses. The reasons that bring silver to its core is where junk silver lies. You can touch it with your bare hands. It's a piece of history. It isn't being created anymore, and it's used to be legal tender, right? Back in the day, this was actual money. Nowadays, it isn't. They are not making this stuff anymore. So there's a limited circulating supply, which could give these coins premium value in the future, kind of like Morgan silver dollars have. Since those ended in 1921, junk silver ended 1965 or pre-1965, which means that in 10, 20, 30 years from now, as these coins get melted down, as collectors, stackers hold them, there's going to be less and less and less, making them even more scarce. So anyways, I found an article from Provident Metals talking about the ins and outs of junk silver, what to know and when to invest. This is a very well-written article. It's very detailed. I definitely think you will enjoy it. Let me know if you have junk silver. My favorite are the Walking Liberties and the Mercury Silver Dimes. Also, if you want to know how much actual silver is in your junk silver, all you do is multiply the face value times 0.715 because it's 90%. 90% is 0.715. So if you have $5 face value, you do 5 times 0.715. It will tell you how much actual silver is inside of that, and then you can see if you're getting a fair price or not. Because some people will rip you off on eBay going by actual ounces and not troy ounces. You want to be careful. So prior to 1965, American dimes, quarters, and half dollars coins that were circulated through the U.S. market were 90% silver. While the majority of the composition might be a precious metal, they are unfortunately considered to have no numismatic value. They are of no value to a coin collector. It is for this reason that we often hear these pre-1965 silver coins referred to as junk silver. Yet, while these coins are considered to have no numismatic value for coin collectors, they are extremely valuable to investors as they are bought and sold in bulk due to their value, or the value of their silver content. The monetary value and history of junk silver. When first minted pre-1965, a bag with a net value of $1,000 of these 90% silver coins would contain a net of 723 ounces of silver. Over time, the natural wear that would occur on these coins throughout their circulation would diminish the net mass of silver considered to be contained within a face bag of silver coins, decreasing the equivalent about 715 ounces of silver. So over time, as the coins get worn down, they actually lose, see, this coin would have more silver in it when it was fresh, when it was BU, compared to when it gets worn down. Because these junk silver coins, or I just read that part. So, because these junk silver coins are no longer in circulation, the approximate net of silver found in a face bag, 715 ounces, is the standard mass price ratio used to measure the equivalent silver spot price. This means that when the silver spot price increases by 1 cent, the value of a bag of silver coins increases by $7.15. Furthermore, that's also why you use 7.15 or 0.715. Sorry. The spot price increases by 10 cents. The value of the bag of silver coins would then increase by $71.50. And that's because that number 0.715 is what 90%. That's how much actual silver is in one of these coins. Following the end of the minting in the mid-1960s, it has become legal in the U.S. to melt down junk silver coins. People in possession of junk silver often melt it down so they can turn their coins into silver bulk, which they can either be resold or repurposed into silver mass. So you can see how the scarcity is becoming extremely rare because people are melting them down, which means there's no more in circulation because they don't make it anymore. So it's a piece of history. That's why you want to hold on to them. The value of this junk silver comes from the fact that there has no longer been any 90% silver coins minted since 1965, meaning that there is a finite amount of these junk silver coins. For this reason, the value of the numismatical worthless coin is quite high on the market. The value of junk silver has changed a little since the late 1960s, but it has gone through its passages of increased spot prices, melting and selling. Over the past few decades, junk metals have been notable premiums that have exceeded the value of 20% over the silver spot price. But there has been one time in particular where spot price of junk silver genuinely exploded. The time that most affected the spot price of junk silver was around the crisis of Y2K, the conspiracy scare which people believed the world's computers would crash upon entrance into the 21st century, leading to the downfall of modern civilization as we know it. Due to these conspiracy fears, people began investing in junk silver in case digital banking and monetary systems crashed altogether. So while junk silver spot price might have fallen since the times of Y2K, this example of recent history showed how easily the premiums of junk silver can shift during times of economic stagnation. Investing in junk silver can be a smart idea for this very reason, but it depends on the needs of each person. And that's definitely true. Junk silver is more of a bartering type silver. Since it's such a great way to store fractional silver. By the way, fractional silver is a brilliant way to store, especially if you are an SHTF prepper. If you're looking at this to be bartering or trading, junk silver is perfect for that. You're not going to take a 1 ounce chainsaw or you're not going to take a chainsaw to a 1 ounce coin and cut it in half if you're trading or bartering with something that's worth less than an ounce of silver. That's when you use junk silver, kind of like how you use change in the day if you want to break a dollar. So purchases of junk silver increased to the price of the bags in junk silver up $50 an ounce, whereas the price of newly produced silver hardly changed. Why junk silver is useless to coin collectors. While junk silver has historical value due to its being minted prior to 1965, the coins are of no interest to coin collectors due to the natural wear of the coins they have experienced. Because these coins have stayed in circulation and were circulated for such a long time, they underwent a great deal of natural wear that ruined the quality of coins, their face, details, edges, and noticeable intricacies. So coin collectors are most interested in coins that are high quality grade. The quality grade of coins are usually noted by a collector for their details, unmarred, edges, and visible or clean and more. This means coins should be as close to their original condition as possible. While junk silver is of notable worth to investors, it is little worth to coin collectors. For investors, be happy for this. It means you have less of a pool to compete against when seeking out bags. How to know if your silver coins are junk? One main question people tend when searching for junk silver is to question whether or not the coins are in your possession, dimes, quarters, and half dollars, are actually junk silver or not. One of the easiest ways to determine is by looking at the edge of the coin in your possession, and this is what coin roll hunters do. You know, they bust open a bag of half dollars, they put the coins against their both middle and thumb. They look, and right away you'll be able to tell which is silver and which is not. If you've ever held an older quarter or dime, you know that you've seen a lot of circulation. It's accumulated a fair amount of wear. You'll notice the edge has become brown. The coins in your possession have this characteristic. It means the coin primarily consists of copper, not silver. However, if you have an older coin where edges are still silver, even following a great deal of wear throughout its time, it means you are in possession of junk silver coins. So you'll see easily, it'll stick out, you'll see the silver. Why should you buy junk silver? While there are easy ways to determine whether the coins you own are considering purchasing are silver or not, there are a number of notions to consider when purchasing. In particular, if you are unsure of whether the investment is worth it, you should take the benefits of junk silver into consideration, which are both numerous and noteworthy. Limited risk with notable gains, which is benefit 1. Investing in both silver bullion and junk silver has a great deal of potential for investors seeking to increase the value of their portfolio. The value of silver you own, which is high potential and low risk, is based off spot price, which has recently resided anywhere between $14 to $15 per ounce. The primary benefit with silver is that it's not fiat currency like US dollar, as the value of the dollar shifts with the economy, wherein it has continued to decline. The value of silver has remained steady, meaning that it will eventually surpass US dollar in terms of value. It is for that reason people believe that precious metals such as silver will one day return and pass its value. With significant investment or even smaller investments, you can expect to make notable monetary gains, increasing the value of your portfolio with ease. Number 2, low premiums at face value. Junk silver is sold by weight, not by its face value. When you buy junk silver by mass, you're buying silver dimes, quarters, and dollars. They carry the same face value, which lay less than they originally did minted prior to 1965. This also might mean you're getting less silver out of your purchases, as the amount of silver has also been worn out of the coin, but it means you're purchasing it at lower premium than you would on new silver, which is true. Benefit 3 is personal ownership. when if you can't hold it, you don't own it. You're in complete control. Number 4, planning for the worst. This is the SHTF type silver if you're looking to barter or prep. So, you know, it's definitely, junk silver is definitely some of my favorite. The artwork on it's lovely. I love the Walking Liberties. I love the Standing Liberties. Mercury dimes are some of my favorite. It's a great way to store fractions. They don't make it anymore. So I'm curious if you do invest in a junk silver, why you do, what are some of the benefits you see with it, and how much do you have compared to your other bullion? Do you see this as junk, or do you see it as constitutional silver? Right? I definitely love junk silver. I'm always going to keep stacking it. It's a great way to buy cheap silver, especially compared to generic silver rounds, which have to be stamped, so there's higher premiums, especially when you're getting like the 1/10 ounce rounds that usually are the same amount or the same radius as a dime, as a mercury dime is. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. I post daily videos. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.